Alright everyone, so we are officially almost here for the debut of the first trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps, and not only did Marvel give us the release date for when it is coming, but they actually dropped first look footage for what the movie is actually going to be like, especially for the setting, and from what this means for the grander big picture, for the bigger scale of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, especially for what Matt Jackman and Kevin Feige are going to adapting within a Marvel's first family in the MCU. And so, a lot to break down here, especially this is a great time for us to be a Marvel fans and pop culture fans right now. And so, if you're new, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss on any future videos. But now, let's get right into it. And now, as you know, we've been anticipating the Fantastic Four movie for the MCU like forever now, especially from casting rumors to the official cast announcement, which was exactly 1 year ago today. Now that we have the official cast announced, and especially with the plot details have surfaced of what's going to be included and what's going to be set up for the greater big picture, especially for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars as well. Marvel this morning dropped first look footage for what we expect as we're about to head into this movie, and what we expect for the teaser trailer tomorrow. That's right, this is the teaser trailer, so I'm not expecting much for the first trailer. It's just like a glimpse for what Marvel's first family presented in the MCU is going to look like, because if you know of what Marvel is going to be presenting here, especially what Matt Jackman is going to be adapting within his vision for Marvel's first family, is adapting every single comic material and what the setting is going to look like within the atmosphere of the Fantastic Four, because as we all know that this movie is going to be taking place in a retro reality universe within the 60s, and that's exactly what they're representing here, especially from the poster art and even within this teaser footage. And what they said in the caption to prepare for a trailer launch here, I'll read it. The Future Foundation invites you to take your first steps into a fantastic new era. To me, I thought that was a brilliant way of teasing up the trailer, because it's now officially confirmed by Marvel Studios themselves that we are getting the first trailer for Fantastic Four tomorrow. And also, reason why I'm also very excited for this movie is because it is my most anticipated movie for 2025. It's probably the fandom's most anticipated movie for this year, and plus it comes out on July 25th, 2025, so that's like at the end of July, especially as we have the entire cast and the way that they're all going along with each other, and even for what the fans' reactions were when this cast thing got announced, and I was all of it in arms. But in terms of what we're about to see in the official trailer is what is going to be set up, what the film is going to look like. I'm pretty sure we're all going to be seeing a 60 retro universe of what Marvel's first family is going to be adapting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Of course, it's going to be set within that timeline, but it's going to be set in an alternate way. It's maintained within the main MCU continuity. And now, I want to break down this footage that they released. It's only like 20 seconds of like a first look teaser, and that is like a bunch of kids running, and like with everyone seeing like a bunch of TVs within the window, and it says on that, it says prepare for launch, and meaning that this is like the code name for like a rocket launch, but it's actually the sign for the trailer drop. And now, especially for what time it's going to be releasing, it's now confirmed to be debuting at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that means we're all getting up all bright and early in the morning. So, I mean, the Fantastic Four trailer is dropping first thing in the morning. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all bright and early. And how they made it for prepare for launch as in for the trailer drop. And also, the funny thing about tomorrow's date is February 4th. And February 4th equals Fantastic Four. That is a brilliant way to market your film, and I think it is so genius of the way that they're doing this, because I thought they were going to debut the trailer during the Super Bowl. That was the marketing strategy for Deadpool and Wolverine, but I figured with this movie coming out at the end of July, I figured they want to take a different marketing approach, because again, this is Marvel's first family, and they want to have all eyes on this first trailer. And now, and even with this footage that I want to admire here is that this is like, again, a retro 60s universe, but set within the future, but still it is the 60s. Like, we have square TVs that have the dial, and also we have our very first look at Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. played by Evan Moss Backrack, the three members of the Fantastic Four. With that, with Reed Richards and Sue Storm, and it looks like they're in a rocket ship in their astronaut suits. And also, I want to point out on the bottom left, we can see the Fantastic Four car. And last time that we saw this, I think that this was presented at last year's San Diego Comic-Con 2024. I'm just pretty sure I'm gonna be up in arms and screaming with excitement when that Fantastic Four trailer drops. One thing I am really impressed that Marvel really nailed the setting for how the movie is going to look, and it's just, especially if y'all remembered that John Watts was going to be directing this movie, but now that this movie is in Matt Shakman's hands for what he's going to be adapting, and with the way that this kind of universe that's going to be taking within the setting, and also adapting so much comic material for what Marvel is going to be using, this movie marks the debut, the first time that we're going to see Marvel's first family in the MCU. Plus, this is very exciting stuff, and this is one of my most anticipated movies for 2025. And also, we can see in this footage that we can see little kids laughing, and this is sort of the laugh that we've heard from little kids ever since back from the old days. But I'm assuming that with people's outfits, it looks exactly like the 60s for how people dressed in the 60s. So that this is going to be filmed with a special lenses to capture that look for what the Fantastic Four really are, and now that it's within the MCU, but set within their timeline, within their universe. I'm just guarantee you, I am betting my money that we're getting a voice narration by Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson. I'm pretty excited to see for how he sounds like. I want to make sure that we got our first look at characters, and I am definitely not guaranteeing the money shot of Robert Downey Jr. Playing the Doctor Doom at the end of the trailer. I'm pretty sure that's going to be saved for the actual movie or a post-credit scene. But hey, this first look footage just gets me excited for that trailer. I'm pretty sure I will have a reaction up here on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. But this trailer is also pretty exciting because this is Marvel's first family, and this is the way that Marvel wants to approach the marketing. This is the way that Marvel wants to present this movie in the 60s, and they're not playing around here because, of course, this all looks like the main MCU continuity of how it looks and feels of the color saturation, but this is within the 60s, the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the Fantastic Four. And also, just with the way that everything is designed and with the way that everything is set up, it is actually very, very impressive. And so, yeah, I mean, this footage alone gets me so excited, and if I had to have a hype chart, a hype scale, it is at above here. It is at a 10. I'll never forget the day that the Fantastic Four cast were announced, and with the way that Marvel announced this movie that it is coming. But now, since we have our first look of footage here, and they want to make sure this movie sells, that it's appealing to everyone, because everyone knows who the Fantastic Four are. Everyone's going to show up to this movie, and this movie is going to be a big setup for the future of MCU projects, including for other things such as with the next Avengers films, because the Fantastic Four are a big deal for coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm pretty sure they picked the right people to portray these characters. Yeah, that's all I got for you, and I can't wait for that trailer. And this teaser footage looks so amazing, even though it's only 20 seconds long. It's already got enough for me to get super excited for Fantastic Four First Step. So I'm very excited for that trailer. But that's going to do it for this video. Just let me know in the comments below and what your thoughts on this teaser footage, and how excited are you for the first trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps coming tomorrow. I mean, February 4th equals Fantastic Four. It's brilliant. But just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe and turn notifications about videos also, so you can stay tuned for my full trailer reaction coming tomorrow. And you can also follow me on all my social medias, always linked down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.